So today was a good day. Let's focus on the positive. My mom and Mackenzie came up here, and we all went to the Candy Kitchen. Unfortunately, Cousin Penny didn't come with us. And we still have an Easter present waiting on her, and now a Mother's Day gift. We hope to see her maybe around the time of Mother's Day. That would be great. Um, because we want to appreciate those in our lives and feel grateful for the ones in our lives. And those are the people who take time out of their busy schedule to give you the gift of their time so you can make memories that go on in your life that do not just say, oh, we're related by this way or in the family or this way. You show that that relation has a connection by spending time with them. That's the greatest gift you can give anybody. It's a gift that is not bought at a store. You can't return because it doesn't fit or it's the wrong size. It's the gift that keeps on giving, memories. Speaking of gifts, we do have her a small gift yet for Easter and a small gift for Mother's Day. Hopefully we'll catch up in the future. Went up to the Candy Kitchen today. What did I have to eat? I ate a protein-based meal today. So I know red meat's really a no-no for, polycystic, but that's what I was craving. And I know not to eat what I was craving, but I couldn't help it. So what did I have? A hamburger with 2 slices of tomato and a big old slice of lettuce. And I cut that up and had my sweet potato fries, which was healthy. Had a little side dish of cottage cheese, again, healthy. An unsweet iced tea. And it was homemade, so healthy. And Grandpa had a BLT with his homemade potato salad that they have up there and applesauce. And my mom had the grilled chicken breast with, I want to say it was applesauce. And Mackenzie had a cod with regular fries. And Mackenzie had a cherry Coke. And my mom had an unsweet iced tea. And Grandpa always gets water with everything, but also a cup of coffee. Service was great today. So outstanding job. Way to go. Also, their attitude, great today. Way to go. We deposited the books for the kids and for the adults. I love doing that. I had some extra books that the day before when we went to Goodwill, I was able to pick up some books there and take up there to the Candy Kitchen. That's always where I get the kid books, as a rule. Sometimes our neighbors give us some books to take up there, so we take those as well. And today they had some magazines that I picked up for my work mom. And my mom brought up a couple of books. She says one's for you and one is for your work mom. So that was pretty cool. So that's put aside for her, and I'm going to read my book sometime in the future. Don't know when, but sometime in the future. How's the arm doing? That seems to be the $1,000,000 question that I've been asked a million times in my inbox. I won't lie. I was doing great until about 4:30, maybe even 5 p.m. It started getting to me, and I came into my bedroom, took 2 tension headaches at that time. So far, that's the only time, knock on wood, that I've had to take tension headache. Let's hope it stays that way. I am getting ready for my workout with 5-pound weights again tonight. Yeah, 5-pound, not 4, 5. I went up a pound in my weight lifting, and I really hope the best for that. I was also asked, am I going back to my weights to impress a man or get a man's attention? At this point in my life, love is too complicated for me. I apparently don't know how to have a relationship in my life, and I can give great advice for others, but love is too complicated for me. Would like to be in a relationship? Absolutely. Who wouldn't, But I am a little bit controlling, a little bit naive, and a little bit thinking that everything was going to turn out either like a Hallmark movie or a novel, and it doesn't. So it's best to stay away from that because you don't get that result. So, am I bitter? I wouldn't say I'm bitter. I would say that life has made me bitter. That's a good way of putting it. Somebody said, do I feel like it will ever happen for me? You know what? I'm giving it to God and Grandma because that's, and even my dad up there, Mike, because they would know best. So if it's in the cards, I won't say that it won't ever happen, but at this point, I'm not focusing on it. Okay? Anymore, I'm getting old. older by the day, older by the minute. I'm going to be 44 this year. Everything that I wanted in my life, everything that I've tried to plan for, has not happened. And some people have told me it's best when you don't plan it out, or don't plan all the way to, the next 5 years. In fact, a young lady I know went on her first date this weekend, and she's a good friend, a co-worker of mine, former co-worker, and she told me that she asked the guy his 5-year plan. And he says, well, video games, work, then wife. And that bothered her. So, I said, you can't, let me help you. I said, this is sage advice. You can't judge someone, well, you can, but you shouldn't, on what they think is going to be their life in 5 years, and there's a reason why. It doesn't always turn out that way. When I was younger, by this age, I looked to be married, at least 4 kids. This was thinking unrealistically with my polycystic ovarian syndrome, and maybe even grandkids, and still married, and, happy. Didn't turn out that way. So you can't always say what you think is going to happen, because you can't control it. See what I'm saying? So some of those questions that you get asked when you're dating, are they really going to matter down the road? Now, as I tried to explain to the young woman, don't try to put so much focus on having kids. Have focus on having the relationship first. I said, if that's anything that I've learned in my life, that's maybe something I've messed up in. Focus on having a relationship, making that work, and then if it works, then you can talk about kids. Not, okay, I want this many kids and this is how it's going to happen. Maybe not having a life plan going into a relationship is the way to go. I don't know. I've always tried to be a planner, and obviously it hasn't worked for me. But to each their own. Right now, I got to go work out. I got to get this arm moving, because I figured out the more I keep it moving, the less it hurts. So that's a good thing. And it doesn't really hurt too bad since I took the 2-tension headache, but there's still like a dull pain that I get every once in a while if I just let it sit and not do anything with it. So, yeah, word to the wise, the chicken dance is always the way to go after you get your COVID shot. Now, I did do the chicken dance, and I even did small circles, big circles, and I looked like a fool out there in the waiting center, but it is what it is. And I got to talking today with my family, and they all told me they got these COVID cards. Well, I didn't get one. So now I have to call back to the pharmacy tomorrow and say, hey, how come I didn't get a COVID card? So hopefully they can come up with that. I wish each one of you well. God bless every one of you, and thank you for watching for whatever reason, and it's probably, I hope, a good reason. And I hope to see you after my workout. God bless, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best.